This short video is to explain to you why you should take art as a GCSE option. A few questions I've had in the past have been, what is the point of art? Well, you can imagine my reaction from that question. Art is in absolutely every single thing that you do every day. It's in the clothes you put on your back, the footwear that you put on, the house that you live in, the room that you sleep in, your clothing, your curtains, the street that you live in, the shops that you go into, the games that you play, the phone that you use, every single thing that you live and is around you, your car, every single thing has been designed by somebody that's done art and has got a creative mind. And wouldn't it be fantastic to have one of these jobs rather than just to be sat behind a desk? Imagine being a car designer or an architect or a photographer or a jewellery designer or a design engineer, an illustrator or a sign maker or a costume designer or a prop maker. Now, your GCSE course is made up of 60% coursework and 40% exam. I'm just going to show you a few examples of coursework options that you might want to do. Over the period of time that you do your GCSE art, you will have to cover 2 coursework projects. Now, one option might be footwear. There's a few examples here of trainers and high heels and beautiful intricate paintings and tonal work based on that theme of footwear. You might decide if you do footwear, your final pieces might be 3-dimensional, like these examples here in the display cabinet. They might be framed like these ones here. Another option is looking at architecture or buildings. So if you think you're going to be an architect, you might decide that your coursework project is based on doing sketches of buildings and developing those into your paintings. Even looking at landscapes and colours, even developing a little bit of 3D work into your final pieces for the project if you decide to do your coursework based on landscapes. It might be that you look at sweets and confectionery, and I'm just going to go into the room next door where there are lots and lots of examples of the confectionery project. So it might be that you do paintings of sweets, ice creams, cakes, a bit like a few of the examples that are around my art room in here. It might be that you're more graphically minded, so you might decide that you're going to do some photographs for your coursework, like these particularly lovely sweet ones here. These might then be scanned and developed using Photoshop into different colours, like these beautiful examples here. And then these might then develop into our paintings, like those examples that are out here. The confectionery project might decide that you're going to do some sundaes that could fit into there, sweets again, and cupcakes might come into it. You might decide to do 3-dimensional buildings using a laser cutter. There's some tonal drawings there of sweets, some paintings. It might be a cupcake / sweet painting that you decide to do, or sweets in boxes. Textiles, if you want to work in textile area, maybe interior designer is on your mind as your career, that can link into your art, and you can develop your drawings using the sewing machine or hand sewing, or drawing simply onto fabric, or developing 3D pieces like this, like these dresses that are here, or sewing, or like these tiny little flowers that are on the side here, or sewing our final pieces, very, very similar to the sweet packaging that's there. It could be colours in nature, might be your project that you look at, like these paintings that are up here that link in with that theme of our colours in nature. And the big display board here shows us a coursework project all together, and this is an A-star standard 1 colours in nature coursework project. And as you can see, it's got examples of artist research, it's got ideas and media, the way that they've used the paints, it's got observational drawings, and it's got a final piece, and that makes up a coursework project. And the folders that are over here, I'll just quickly look over in the corner, they're this year's Year 11's coursework, all kept in one place. Now over the course of the art course you have to do 2 coursework projects, and that kind of depends on what you want to do, what your ideas are for your 2 coursework projects. Each coursework project is marked out of those 4 elements up there, so you have to show evidence that you've looked at an artist, you've shown that you can use your ideas in media well, you've shown observations, annotations, and you've developed all those, put them together to produce a final piece. You've also got to show within your project that you've got a sketchbook of ideas and notes that you've collected together, like these examples here that link in with that colours in nature project. Your 40%, the last 40% of your grade, is made up from your art exam, and this is what the art exam looks like. And you are given themes, and there are the themes for this year: details, out of place and wrap, just a few examples. And you choose one of those themes and then develop it, very similar to your coursework project. And for your exam you'll be given a revision little booklet here with images and ideas to help you. Now I hope that helps you decide whether or not you're going to take art as a GCSE, but as a year group you're extremely talented. So I do hope that we see you in the future sat in our classrooms with your paintbrushes working away.